This is a similar thread of the receiving and handling joy, but something that's really helped me holding more gratitude, receiving more, is to be able to hold as much of a feeling as I can at once. And what I mean by that is sometimes I'll do this when I'm sitting on a plane or when I'm driving kind of on my own. But I will think if there's something in my life I'm thinking about. So for you, imagine your dream coming true. If you can sit and picture holding and breathing in more of that good feeling, try and see how much you can hold at once. So let's say that you are trying to call in love, right? So sit in your chair wherever you are, and you have a moment to yourself, and try and with every breath, breathe in more and more love in your life. Think about the love you have with your friends, with your spouse, with your partner, with your children, with your parents, with people just throughout. I don't know, even walking on the street, like a barista is nice to you or something like that. Try and hold in and breathe in all the love you can possibly feel in one moment. Same with joy or with happiness. How much can you breathe in and can you hold? And so for me, I do that with the breath. I try and like breathe it in and feel as much as I can in one moment, and then I let go. And then I do the same thing. And with every breath, I try and just feel like I'm drenching in this good, positive feeling. And then I let it go on the exhale and I do it again and again. There's something about this practice that for me just allows me to really feel the emotions that I'm trying to cultivate more in my life, or to feel the gratitude that I do naturally feel for situations in my life. And I think this is part of that receiving muscle, where instead of staying in that mid-range where you're like, okay, I'm safe with feeling like an okay level of success, an okay relationship, like an okay amount of like abundance, amount of joy, of happiness, of passion, of fulfillment. Like, let me stay here because it's safer than really going for it and really feeling it and maybe like losing it. How much bigger and bigger and bigger can you go? How much more can you hold? Because that's going to be the whole amount that you're able to receive into your life. Like, if you're only teaching your body it's safe here, you're going to miss out on this whole upper echelon of receiving, of holding, of feeling, and of the things you actually are telling me that you dream of, right? Of the success, the business, the love, the fulfillment. If you want this feeling like this of those things, you have to be able to feel that and to hold that and receive it. And so I think this practice really helps with that, where you can tell yourself, I'm safe, I'm sitting here, I'm in my home, I'm in my car, I'm in my bathtub, I'm on a plane, I'm good, like I'm safe, like I've got this. All I'm doing is feeling the emotion. All I'm doing is practicing feeling and holding more of this thing. And so something about that can just help your nervous system upregulate to being able to hold and receive more and more of these good things, instead of self-sabotaging or getting nervous and like spooked when they come around. So definitely try this practice. What I would recommend is focus on whatever feeling or dream you have that you want more of. Go find a safe place to sit on your own, and then just practice breathing in as much of this feeling and this thing as you possibly can. Let it go on the exhale and then breathe in more. See how you feel at the end of it. You may feel amazing. You may feel like full up on these emotions that you have been already like chasing and trying to get in your life. And you may also have some interesting stuff come up where you realize, wow, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't feel safe with this. Even though I'm sitting physically safe, I don't feel safe imagining that. And then that's where your work begins to say, why is that? Like, what's going on here? Is that true? And kind of reworking those beliefs. So try this out. It's super interesting. And I think it's really powerful for continually acclimating to like, could I mess with higher and higher levels? Like, could I, okay, I have a successful business. Could I go for that next echelon of money? Could I make the 100,000? Could I make 1 million a year? Could I make 10 million a year? How does it feel in my body to actually imagine that? Because again, it's one thing to be like, feels great, would love it. It's another to be able to hold that feeling and be like, this is what it feels like as a millionaire. This is what it feels like as like a wife. This is what it feels like as a mother. What comes up, that's where the interesting work begins.